Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. This episode is titled Breaking Free Releasing the Lies That Hold You Back. And what I'm talking about is the lies of our past. We all have a story, for the most part, of our childhood. And sometimes it has been the situation where the adults that were around us, or the people that were around us, picked on us, said unfavorable things to us. And we actually carry those things as if that is how we are supposed to feel about ourselves. And I realized that about my own self. I have been very candid about the situations of my past. In my childhood, I was told negative things like I wasn't going to amount to nothing, I wasn't going to be anything. Um, like a lot of my dreams that I had, I would try to, I would read a lot as a child, and I mean, like, the back of, like, Dorito bags and everything like that, and, the people would pick on me. Now to them, it was harmless or whatever, that's just what they do, but to me, I carried it with me. So much so that I wouldn't read around people, so much so that I actually went into, my bedroom, like, or I was always in the back room somewhere because I was picked on so much. And basically going and escaping in my own world, being in my bedroom by myself or, being in the back room of my granny's house. Um, Being in those places, those were my safe spaces because at the end of the day I could be there and no one would pick on me for anything. And so, um yeah, that's what happened. So basically, but with that, you start going to school, and I was also picked on at school. And so the thing about it is my self-esteem, I've talked about this before, my self-esteem, my self-worth was shot. It never really had a chance to grow because I was around people who basically didn't affirm me or anything like that other than like really like my grandmother and things like that. So anyway, but now as an adult, and I'm going through therapy and things, and I'm realizing that the voices that are in my head that are telling me things is not how I actually feel about myself. It has happened for so long, and it has, even if I haven't been around the people, like I kept replaying those things in my mind. So they became like the Bible to me in a way. Like even if the people weren't around, I was saying those things to myself and I started to believe those things. I started to believe I wasn't going to amount to nothing. I wasn't going to be anything and things of that nature. And so, um, is up until recently, I'm like, I don't really feel this way about myself. I am just carrying on what other people have said. I'm carrying on the hurt of whoever hurt them and they put it on to me, and then I'm just, like, carrying this and things like that. So, with me realizing that, I made a video, recently on TikTok, and in that video, I asked my followers, it's like, "What do you say about yourself, or how do you feel about yourself? And is it how you actually feel about yourself, or is it because of what someone else has said?" And it's something to really think about because, like, sometimes we have this negative view of ourselves because someone else has put it on us, and that's because they have a negative view of themselves. And so, what I'm asking you to do is to break free and release yourself from those lies. It's going to take some time, but recognize the lie and also recognize or realize the source of that lie. Is it because of something that your parents said? Is it because of something that a bully has said to you? And a lot of times, as being adults, you can actually see the reason why someone said those things to you. Not because, Not that you need to like dissect it, but just say it for this reason. Um, just say an adult has told you that you weren't going to amount to nothing or anything like that. Why did they say that to you? For the most part, it's because they haven't made it somewhere in their life. And you remind them of the potential that they could have had they stayed on course. And so they feel as though if they can't make it, then you shouldn't be able to make it either. And so what they'll do is say these things to you, and then us as children, we will carry it with us. So also that's where it's like recognizing the source, recognizing where it has come from, that someone has said that. And then also challenge it with the truth. Like if you think that you have no worth, you have no value, you can challenge it with the scriptures or affirmations. Or you can actually what I've done, I will actually tell you that what I've done is write down um on a piece of paper lie versus truth and just say a lie that I was told. I have no worth or no value. But then you actually, if you want to do it like for the scripture as an example, you can say, I was, um, God created me, like I'm wonderfully, and I can't even get the words out, but you understand what I'm saying. Like I am, wonderfully made, or I am created in God's image. And so you can actually do that, or you can actually even do, um, an affirmation. I am worthy. I am enough. Things of that nature. So, and then the next thing that you can do is you can start speaking life over yourself. Yeah, just start speaking life over yourself. Looking into the mirror and look into the mirror and start speaking life over yourself. I am worthy. I am enough. I am beautiful. And you start with the I am statements and you do it every day until you start believing it. And even after you believe it, you continue to do that because now what you need to do is basically you're shifting your mind state. You're not allowing what happened in the past to stay there. And at the end of the day, I know you may not feel up to it right now, or you may. Once you recognize the source, forgive them. I I hated that word for the longest because a lot of times I know people. They don't deserve your forgiveness. I know you feel as though that. But at the end of the day, that forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. It's for you to break free and for you to have peace. They're no longer a part of this part of your story. And so it is time to let them go. Break free from the past, no longer revisit it, and move on with your life and allow your life to be the life that God created for you to have. Not holding on to that baggage that no longer serves you. It's time to say goodbye to what doesn't work. It's time to say goodbye to those old habits and those old ways of thinking that isn't serving you anymore. You do have worth. You do have value, whether you can see it right now. And your value is not in your job, it's not in your kids, it's not in all of those things around you. God created you for a purpose. And because of that, you have worth all on your own because God gave it to you. It's not in materialistic things because those things can go away. But you, as who you are, you have worth and you have value. Okay? So I hope that this helps you. I will have, if you would like a PDF of this, like a resource, I will have a PDF available on my website, Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. No, it's just worthyworthitpriceless.com. Sorry. Worthyworthitpriceless.com, and it'll be under worthy resources. So if you want to just have a printout, and things like that, I will have that available for you on my website. And also on my website, there is blog, so there's encouragement on there, and there's also the videos and past podcasts if you don't want to go to different sites. Everything is basically on the website. So I hope to see you there. But I hope that this podcast episode helped you out a lot. If so, give it a thumbs up wherever you can. Um, but either way, always know that you have worth, you have value. Love you guys. Until next time. Bye.